calm down, cause he just wanna learn something, so I teach him something. I am the one that teach.
Call me 10 wins and 20.
If you had just left, if you had just packed your shit and walked away, what would have happened?
What would have happened is when the lease would have ran out, they rent the apartment out again to somebody else. They would have hit me for every month of rent in court that the apartment was left empty. And that would have been up to 10 months. So I wanted to make sure that was covered. And then there was enough to be able to handle getting a U-Haul to move all of her stuff down to Florida. Well, dropping her off in Georgia, obviously, and then going to Florida from there. So I wanted everything covered without question, which is why there was a $10,000 goal. It was huge, it was lofty, but it would have covered everything.
Worst case scenario, basically.
Worst case scenario. So I just wanted to make sure that everything was covered because it would have taken a while to build up funds to pay that back if we didn't reach that goal at all, working where Red's had a job lined up for me.
Now, from what we talked about, you said that $10,000 fundraiser came up with $7,480 in funds.
Mm-hmm.
And when you did the math on how much that 10 months would have cost to just walk away without worry of eviction and anything else, would have cost $7,450.
Yes, because rent was $745 a month.
So you paid $7,450 hard cash check to walk away.
Yes.
Do you have anything to substantiate that?
Well, since we had to bring everything down in 2 van trips, most of my stuff actually got left in Elkhart, along with the table that had all of our leasing and paperwork involved in that. It was a computer desk in the living room. That's still there as far as, well, that was there. It's empty now. But yeah, there's nothing there. The bank account has been closed because it had a 0 balance for like 3 months straight, so they closed the account automatically. So whatever they did with the desk, that's where the receipt is, or the ex took it with her when she left. One of the two.
Recognize that not being able to provide that does raise into question the actual payment, and that is an avenue that you could be attacked from.
Yes, I do, but all I can say to that is an eviction will show up on a credit report, and my credit report is only showing a $92 medical bill, which I have no knowledge of.
Interesting how that works.
You know what my unpopular opinion is? Fuck Red's Rhetoric. Fuck him. You know what?
I'm not really a big fan.
Hold on. I don't want this to get lost on people. I want this to be my own personal opinion. You know what? Fuck that piece of shit. You know, that dude is the absolute biggest pussy in the world. I don't care what anybody says. You might love Red's Rhetoric. Let me tell you something. If you love Red's Rhetoric, there's a reason you love Red's Rhetoric. You loved Red's Rhetoric because at one point he was the only option you had to love when it came to anti-flat earth. Now, and I know people are gonna fucking hate me, and I'll probably lose subscribers for saying this, and I'm totally okay with that. Please message me if you want to know why I feel this way. I'm not gonna put all information out there, but this motherfucker is the biggest bitch in the world. Okay, like he has people wrapped around his finger, and he thinks that he is the top shit. He's a fucking punk, you guys. Okay, and yes, you can quote me on that. He's a fucking punk. All right, that's what it comes down to. This piece of shit, right, thinks he's so fucking badass that he's messaged me in the middle of my live streams to say, hey guys, can I come on and say something real quick? And he comes on and he says something and whatever the fuck he wants to say and whatever, and I've given him that opportunity. But the last year, right, me and Fight, we promoted that motherfucker's piece of shit dumb fuck of the year fucking competition.
Too many fucking times.
I promoted it. Fight promoted
it.
Over that piece of shit. Okay, and Fight and Nerd, I'm gonna ask you to do something right now. I'm gonna ask you to not add anything because I don't want people to think that this is influenced by you. This is not influenced by you.
I'm a nobody.
This is real fucking facts. Okay, this is what this piece of shit did. He fucking talked shit to me and then fucking blocked me like a fucking bitch. Hashtag scary bitch. I don't care if I lose subscribers over making this opinion. This might be super unpopular, but Red's Rhetoric, you're a fucking bitch. And that's what it all comes down to. I have defended that guy on so many occasions when he was wrong. Let me get something straight, guys, and everybody out there should know this. Shawn Hufford is absolutely fucking scamming you guys, okay? The motherfucker did not fucking, he took $12,000 from this community, okay? 12 and I know people are gonna say, oh, but Unirock. No, this has nothing to do with Unirock. I don't even give a fuck about what that guy says. But let me explain something to you very personally. I was a part of a fundraiser in which I called Shawn out for the lies that he was saying, and he continued to lie. And through those lies, he raised $10,000 in fundraiser money to this fucking community. Okay, with the backing of not just Red's Rhetoric, but me, Astronomy Lives, FTFE, all of us. We all backed that guy. And that guy fucking stole y'all's money. And you want to know why I don't fuck with that community anymore? You want to know why I don't fucking associate myself with those people? Because they did that shit. And then they backed each other up on it after I called them out. And after I fucking... Hold
fucking
on.
has been said.
Nerdangle, shut the fuck up for a second, okay? I'm speaking the truth here because I don't give a fuck whether fucking Red's Rhetoric says cancel Team Skeptic. Fucking cancel me. You don't like me? Unsubscribe. You don't like the fact that I'm calling out my friends or my ex-friends who talk shit about me after I fell out with Reds, all my friends started talking shit about me, and I've never said anything about it. But you know what? I've had a bit too much to drink to stay fucking quiet right now. Number one, Red's Rhetoric fucking should be the first person to call Shawn out for fucking scamming the fucking community. Shawn was a good friend of mine. He was on this channel all the time. Y'all go back and look at the old live streams. You will see that I'm not fucking lying. I'm not here to fucking make anybody look worse than they already fucking look. Shawn Hufford scammed the fucking community. My friends in this community, the ones that I care about, the ones that I look back on and I go, oh my fucking God, look who these people, look who he took advantage of. He took advantage of my fucking friends. And this is the truth. Prove me fucking wrong. Okay? If you're out there, you want to blindly defend Shawn for being the fucking piece of shit fucking scammer that he is, go ahead and fucking back him up. You want to back up Cy Strickling for being the piece of shit that she is? Fucking after I fucking was nothing but more than friends to these people, they talk shit about me because Red's Rhetoric, irrelevant piece of shit ass, wants to fucking talk shit about me. They decide they want to fucking treat me like shit because of that. Fuck them. And I'm tired of being quiet about it. I've been quiet the whole time. I'm like, you know what? It's best just leaving these pieces of shit alone. But I'm tired of being fucking quiet. You know what? I'm tired of being fucking quiet. These guys are not that fucking cool. Okay? They're incels. They're all fucking incels. They're all fucking irrelevant pieces of shit that are looking for any opportunity to grab onto anything they can get. Unirock, while I don't think that he fucking gets shit right, 99% of the time he's wrong. This 1%, this one thing about Shawn, he's 100% right on. He's 100% right on. You want the links? Tell me you want the links. I'll give you the links. Y'all can go and see the fucking eviction for yourself. Y'all tell me that somebody out there can fucking pay 10 months advanced in rent, right? And come back and have his desk stolen that has the receipt in the rent. You know what? Let me point something out to you guys. If I decided to go go visit Fight, and I love Fight, you know, I'm going to be honest with you. As much as you think that I'm talking shit about Fight, I'm not. I care about Fight. He's the only one in that entire group that I still fucking actually give a shit about. So I'm calling out to you, Fight, to leave that group alone. Let that fucking irrelevant group of fucking unimportant trolls, let them fucking go and get back to what you were doing that's fucking more important. Fuck Red's Rhetoric. He's a bitch. You know how you play the slap game? Let me tell you guys, when I used to be in college, right? You know what we used to do? We used to put our hands up like this. Okay, you know what your hands up like this means? Slap my ribs. You know what you do when you slap someone's ribs? They slap you, and that's not the end of it. The other person gets to slap back. It's only when you get tired of the pain that they're inflicting upon you that you get to say the game's over.
Slapping.
That's right. So Reds, you're bitch ass, and yeah, you're a bitch. Uni, I know you're gonna fucking clip this. Good for you. Clip it. It's not meant for you. It's meant for fucking Red's Rhetoric. You're a bitch, dude.
Who's bigger than you?
You're a bitch Number one, you're a bitch, okay? And just because these people out there in the community had nobody but you to support, you're a piece of shit. You slapped my ribs and then blocked me so that I couldn't slap back. Because that's how you play games. You play games like a fucking bitch plays games. I play games like a grown-ass man. I'll slap back. I'll hit your ass. And you know I will. That's why you're fucking jealous of the fact that I surpassed you in fucking subs. When you had 28,000 and I crossed 10,000 or whatever the case the number was, I told you I was coming for you. You know why I knew that I was coming for you way back when? Because I knew you were irrelevant. I knew you were a piece of shit. I knew that you could never grow faster than you were growing at the time. That's why you reached out to fight, or however that case went down. That's why you're taking advantage of someone who's my friend. Fight as a friend, okay? As a friend, let me tell you something. That guy is your downfall. He's a piece of shit. He's a bitch, and he doesn't offer anything positive to your channel.
You're talking about Reds right now, not Uni,
yes.
Right?
No, I'm talking about Reds right now. I don't give a shit about Uni. I'm not talking about Uni. I
knew Reds was fucked up.
Reds
went after fucking Crafty Kayla over him.
Fuck Reds.
Bullshit.
Fuck Reds.
Fuck
That's
off.
what I'm gonna say.
She went after Crafty Kayla over
Reds.
some fucking bullshit, man.
Boot me out of your flat earth fucking community. I've already destroyed that community better than you could any day of the week. That is the truth. And I don't care. You can put on that facade like you're a tough guy to the people watching your show. But when it comes to slapping people, you slap and then you quit, because that's the type of person you are. You are a bitch. And, you know, I'm going to tell you something, Nerd Angle. Okay, I'm going to tell you something. This guy, Red's Rhetoric, how much of a fucking fraud he is, right? If a flat earther fucking said this about him, he'd be the first person to fucking reach out and come online to defend himself. Everybody out there, I know there's people out there that are watching right now that fucking will reach out to Reds right now and tell him I'm talking shit. He's got an invite to come onto this fucking channel. I can't send him the invite because he blocked me because he's a bitch. That's the reason why I can't send him an invite. But if he unblocks me, I'll send him the fucking invite. He can come on here and explain why the fuck he talked the shit he talked about fight in a private message. I'll fucking put the messages on the screen. He'll talk this shit he's gonna talk about the way he did about fight, and then talk about why he accepts him as a fucking, why he wanted to be on his channel as a 50% partner. Let me tell you something, fight.
Let's agree.
Don't fucking accept that guy. That guy's a piece of shit, and he can't do anything more to your channel than you're already doing. And that's 100%.
But FTFE already did.
FTFE. Shawn Hufford scammed you guys. Red's Rhetoric protected that scam. Not only facilitated the scam, which we can agree maybe that wasn't to Red's Rhetoric knowledge, but he's backing the scam up. Shawn Hufford has fucking physical documents with the state of Indiana that shows that he was fucking served with eviction papers. He was served with eviction papers, guys. And Reds backs him up. I love Astronomy Live. He backs him up. I love Sly Sparkane. He's backing him up. I love Geistview. He's backing him up. Say what you want to say about Uni. I probably won't disagree with you that much. He gets a huge amount wrong, especially when it comes to Steve McRae and Red's Rhetoric. And I back Steve McRae up 100%. But what I won't back up is two people. Red's Rhetoric, number one, for being the bitch that he is. He acted like a bitch with me when he didn't need to. I expressed my dissatisfaction with the fact that he didn't invite me on for the fucking Dumb Fuck of the Year competition, which he didn't fucking promote. I promoted. Fight promoted. He didn't. Fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, Reds. Fuck you. In 4K. Fuck you. How many other people put in money into that Shawn Hufford fucking fundraiser to get him to move down to Florida with Red's Rhetoric to have a job, but instead chose to move to fucking BFE with fucking the home wrecker, Cy Strickling, who can question fucking BM Furball about shit? Number one, you hypocritical little fucking tank-looking bitch. Yeah, you can criticize everybody else you want, but in your own goddamn interview, you brag about being a fucking home wrecker. You're a piece of shit. And it's no wonder that the piece of shit, Shawn Hufford, found you as an acceptable mate. Call me what you want to say about me. Hate me if you want. I'm not going to question you. Especially some of my friends recently that I've given my money to that have, that I know are strong supporters of Reds. Even you out there, and I'm not going to call you out because I'm not angry at you at all. But what I'm telling you is that you are not just a supporter of me, but you support them too. And they're out there actively fucking scamming people like you. I don't respect Reds. I don't respect Shawn. I'm losing my respect for Sly Sparkane. He's a one-trick pony. He can debunk the flat earth. Let him fucking talk to me about fucking math or science. I dare him to come and talk to me about that. There's a reason why I don't invite you on my channel, Sly. You're a one-trick pony. You can debunk people who reside in the bottom third of the IQ of humanity. That doesn't make you fucking special. What that makes you is a one-trick pony. That makes you relevant until I show up, until Irish Demon shows up, until MC Toon shows up, until Fight the Flat Earth shows up. At that point, you're nothing. You're nothing. And for you to back up Shawn, to defend Shawn because he's your fucking friend who you've never met in your life. He's your friend. You can't even see the fucking reality of things. You're no better than a fucking flat earther. Bottom line. Same with you, Reds. You're no better than a fucking flat earther. You defend your friend, Shawn, who does something wrong. You know what? I'm calling out my friend, someone who I still support to this day. I'm calling Fight out, not because I think Fight's wrong, not because I don't want to be friends with him anymore, but because I see Reds trying to take advantage of him. I see someone of mediocre intelligence and the charisma to steal money from a community. I see that as being wrong. Trolls versus Trolls is in the chat right now, and I think this is the type of content that Trolls versus Trolls loves to cover. Trolls versus Trolls, let me tell you something. Sure. I'm Team Skeptic, and this is what I say, Trolls versus Trolls, for you. Shawn Hufford scammed the fucking community.